Ever watch a top goalkeeper shut down 1v1s like it's nothing and think, how did he make that look so easy? Well, it's not luck, it's not magic, it's not some superhuman talent. The truth is, most goalkeepers just make the same small mistakes over and over again. So in this video, we're breaking down the 5 most common goalkeeper 1v1 mistakes and more importantly, showing you how to fix them. So if you're tired of guessing, diving early, or getting caught in no man's land, this video is for you. Let's start with mistake number 1. And let me ask you something. You ever read a through ball perfectly, sprint off your line, and somehow the striker gets there first? And then you watch another keeper, older, slower, deal with the exact same situation like it's nothing? Almost feels unfair, right? And that's exactly what I was thinking. Watching that wild 3-3 Champions League match between Barcelona and Inter, the game had everything, high tempo, end-to-end stuff. And Lamine Yamal, don't even get me started. That boy's unreal. But despite all of this, the moment that stood out for me, it wasn't a goal, it wasn't a save, it wasn't even the result. It was actually Szczesny, Barcelona's goalkeeper, shutting down 3 1v1s without even making a save. And look, he's not 21 anymore. He's not sprinting off his line like a young Manuel Neuer. He just started higher, stayed connected with his backline, and read the danger early. And that's the real secret. Because when you stay glued to your line, you give the striker a head start, you turn a simple through ball into a desperate 1v1 situation. But when you stay connected with your defenders, you move up when they move up, adjust your positioning based on where the ball is and step forward early. You don't need to make the save because you stop the shot from happening in the first place. And that's just smart goalkeeping. Alright, so now you're starting a bit higher, you're reading the game, and you're not glued to your line anymore. Perfect, but there is another problem, one that shows up when your positioning improves. And at first, it doesn't really look like a mistake, but trust me, it will cost you so many goals. Let me show you what I mean in mistake number 2. Champions League, PSG versus Arsenal, semi-finals. Trossard gets played in behind on the left. Classic 1v1 moment. Perfect angle to shoot across the goal. And this is where most goalkeepers panic. They charge out, they try to make themselves big, and they get chipped, dribbled, or just beaten easily. But PSG's goalkeeper Donnarumma, he sees the angle is getting tight. He knows Trossard wants to get on his right leg. He stays calm, he waits, and then, boom, explodes low to his left and pulls off a monster save. Why? Because he didn't rush. Most goalkeepers force the big 1v1 moment. They run out when they don't have to, and in doing that, they make the striker's job so much easier. But when you hold your position, stay calm, balanced, and patient, you flip that pressure because you make the strikers commit first. So waiting gives you the control and power to make the save, especially when the angle is getting narrow or your defenders are tracking back and putting pressure on the striker. So hold your position, guys. It's sometimes better than rushing out. And guys, speaking of waiting, if you want a full self-training program that actually works, structure, drills, everything you need, just go check out the link in the description. Alright, so you're patient now, you're not diving in, you're waiting for the right moment. Good, but even if you wait, there's still one more habit that ruins everything. And this one, it got to me so many times. Let's break down mistake number 3. You ever feel like you're doing everything right, you stay patient, and you're stood there thinking, know what? I got this. But then the striker takes another touch, so you rush out, you pick a technique out of panic, and yeah, usually you pick the wrong one. Because I used to do the exact same thing. I didn't know which technique to use and when to use it, so let me break it down for you really simple. If you're super close to the action, like really close, or the angle is tight and there's not much room to shoot, then you go for the block, you stay upright, you close every gap and you tuck everything in. You're trying to be a wall. But if you're still a few steps away, especially from a central position, and the striker has time and space to pick a corner, then the spread is your best bet. It simply covers more of the goal, like you can see here. And finally, if you can get there before the striker, that's when you go all in on the smother, hands first, body behind, and take the contact if you have to. The key is you don't pick the technique you like the most, you pick the technique that's right for the situation, because if you're spreading too early, you're begging them to dribble around you. If you smother and you're too late, it's a penalty or an open goal. And if you try to block when you're too far away, they just pick a corner because you're not covering enough. So don't guess, don't be default, adapt to the situation, because that's how smart goalkeepers win 1v1 battles. Okay, so you're now using the right technique, you're making better decisions, and you're more confident in these 1v1s. Good on you, but even then, there's still one tiny habit that ruins more saves than you can think, and most goalkeepers, they don't even know they're doing it. Let's dive into mistake number 4. You ever step out at the perfect moment, you make yourself big, and somehow the ball still sneaks past you? Yeah, I used to hate that feeling too, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong until I watched the replay. I wasn't late, and I wasn't out of position. I was twisting my body, and I bet you've done it too. My chest turned, and that small movement, it destroyed my whole shape. And why does this happen? Your brain wants to protect you. No one likes getting hit in the ribs or take a shot to the nose, so your body turns. It's only human, right? But trust me, after 20 years playing at this level, that little twist hurt you way more than a shot ever could. So here's what I had to learn the hard way. You've got to trust your shape. You've got to face the shot fully square with your chest forward. So if you're afraid of getting hit in the face, tuck your chin down, let the ball hit your forehead. It hurts way less than you think and way less than letting in a soft goal. Okay, so you got your positioning, you're not rushing, you're using the right technique, and you're staying square to the ball. Feels like you got everything figured out, right? Well, there's one more mistake that goalkeepers hate to talk about, but it's the one that hurts the most. Let's break down mistake number 5. What's the most frustrating way to concede a 1v1? Is it getting chipped? Is it getting rounded? Nah, not really. Let's be honest, it's getting nutmegged. The striker just slides it through your legs, and just like that, you're a meme. It really sucks, but it's usually your own fault. You left the door wide open, and strikers, they love that gap. Especially up close when they're tight on the angle or don't have time for anything fancy. So how do you stop it? Very simple. When you go into a blocked save, keep your shape tight, standing foot close to your heel, and if you're spreading, the lower you go, the harder it is to find that gap. And sure, it takes flexibility, reps, discipline, but it's well worth it. Because you can do 99 things right in a 1v1, but if you leave that one gap open, you're beat. Okay, so now you know how to save more 1v1s, but let me ask you something. What if everything you believed about becoming a great goalkeeper is wrong? I'm not saying it is, but if you're serious about improving as a goalkeeper, you need to watch this video, because there are so many lies out there killing your progress every single day.